Hey guys, here are your abs for today. We're gonna start with a bicycle. So what we're gonna do for advanced, you're gonna keep head and shoulders off the mat with a nice space between your chest and your chin. You're gonna lay back, head and shoulders off the mat, or for less advanced, head and shoulders on the mat. As the knee comes towards your chest, you're gonna press against it to create additional resistance, and you're just gonna alternate. Keep pushing against it as it comes towards your chest. Maybe even exhale. When that knee comes in towards your chest, it's gonna engage your abs even more. Straighten that leg out on the way and pull it in as far as you can. Again, pressing against it. We're gonna do that for a full minute. So those are your bicycles. From there, we're gonna go into our hip thrusts. We're gonna do that from high plank. So we're gonna come into high plank, and what we're gonna do, press those heels towards the back of the room, spread out your fingertips nice and wide, and make sure your hands are lining up right underneath your shoulders. And what we're gonna do, pull that belly button in, and you're just gonna drop hip from side to side. You're not gonna touch your mat, but you're gonna aim to get as close as you can. You're gonna do 15 on each side. So each hip's gonna drop towards the ground 15 times. From there, we're gonna go into a 1-minute low plank. So plank, as we've learned, is a feeling. I'm gonna bring the camera down just a little bit so that you can see. What we're gonna do here is come down onto your elbows. You're gonna extend those legs all the way back. Keep those elbows in line with your shoulders. Make sure that your pelvis doesn't drop down and that you don't push your booty up either. We're gonna keep a nice flat line, pressing your heels to the back of the room. And we're gonna hold this looking out in front of you a couple of inches, not head down. And we're gonna hold this for a full minute. Again, pulling that belly button in. If you start to feel yourself sag or droop, pull that belly in tighter and adjust yourself for that full minute. So that's your low plank. From here, we're gonna go into bridge pulses. So these are important because they actually work your back abs, whether or not you knew you had them. So we're gonna come laying all the way back, hands at your sides, and what we're gonna do is press your hips towards the sky until your legs actually start to shake, and we're gonna work our way back down. All the way up, and back down. You're gonna push those legs all the way up to the point where you really do feel those legs start to shake. If they're not shaking, you're not doing enough. We're gonna do 30 of those bridge pulses. And from there, we have 2 different ways that you can do your knee pulls. One way is coming from a plank position. You're just gonna bring your knees outside of that elbow and alternate. So 15 here on each side, again, keeping that pelvis nice and in alignment. We're not gonna drop down. We're not gonna push that tush up. We're bringing the knee to the outside of the elbow. And those are your knee pulls, option 1. Option 2, I'm gonna bring the camera up here, is to do them from a standing position. And when you're doing them from a standing position, you're gonna have really nice posture, hands up overhead, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Exhaling out, each time you bring that knee in. So those are your knee pulls. Either way, you're gonna do 15 on each side if you're doing them from the ground or if you're doing from a standing position. So either way will work with that. You can do both if you wanna add on to it. So enjoy.